What's up YouTube? I'm Kevin and this is a Toad Life gear review. Today I'm reviewing the GORUCK 40 liter GR2. Stick around, I'm going to walk you through this bag, show you the inside, the outside, and I'm going to talk why I use it for everyday carry. Alright, starting with the bag overall, the material is 500D Cordura nylon. The 500D has a fantastic broken-in feel right out of the box. Great material for this bag, I really like it. The only area that does not have the 500D is the bottom panel. The bottom panel is a 1050D ballistic nylon that has excellent wear resistance. I've been carrying this bag around every day for a few months and the bottom looks like new. I put it down on all kinds of surfaces, not a scratch on it. I like having the built-in durability that comes with this 1050D ballistic nylon, and it's a great feature. The dimensions of the bag are 12.5 inches wide, 22 inches high, and 9 inches deep. It has an overall weight of just over 4 pounds. Moving on to the front of the bag, we've got 4 rows of MOLLE webbing. The MOLLE webbing provides versatility. If you wanted to expand the capacity of your pack, you can MOLLE on a pouch, an admin panel. You could add a simple pocket from GORUCK. MOLLE webbing provides versatility. Versatility is good. Directly above the MOLLE webbing on the front of the pack, we have the standard GORUCK slash pocket. Important to note on the slash pockets from GORUCK, there is really no volume to the pocket. It is, however, fairly deep. So the zipper starts here, the bottom of the pocket ends at the bottom of the bag. As long as what you're putting in there is flat, you can put some quick access items in there. If you're going to load the bag out though, you're not going to get anything in there that's very thick. This pocket works out perfect for my use case, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Directly above the slash pocket, we have the standard GORUCK patch panel. The patch that came with this is a blacked out reverse American flag. Really maintains the aesthetic of the bag. I really like that patch. One of the other things you'll notice on the front of the bag is the silent zipper pulls throughout. So we've got very large YKK zippers and 550 paracord with some shrink wrap around them. These are fantastic zipper pulls, offer great purchase for opening and closing the zipper, very long, durable, and they don't clink around, right? So you eliminate that noise when you're walking around, your zippers aren't bouncing together. Moving on to the top of the pack, we've got a really nice grab handle. This grab handle is substantial. It's wide, it's very nicely padded, the stitching is bulletproof. One of my favorite grab handles on a pack I own. This is a big touch point, a major touch point for the bag. I use the grab handle daily, whether it's picking it up off the ground, putting it down, in and out of the truck, to the office. This is a nice grab handle, feels great in the hand. Underneath the grab handle, we've got a Velcro area that opens up to reveal a port. This port can be used to route a water bladder hose out of the bag and down one of the straps. I use some web dominators on the straps. I route the hose of the bladder out and down the left strap and keep it in place with the web dominators I have there. So from there we'll move on to the back of the bag. The back of the bag has the straps, 2 very nicely padded straps, very wide. These are some of my favorite straps on the bag as well. So much like the grab handle, these straps are extremely well designed. The stitching is bulletproof. They are very comfortable even when loaded out with massive amounts of weight. So you can load this bag up with as much weight as you could put on it, and I've had a lot of weight in here, and these straps are a joy to use. So the straps themselves have a row of MOLLE down each. I use the MOLLE for a optional sternum strap. So the sternum strap I did purchase separately. They're very affordable. It's not a massive expense. I do wish the bag came with a sternum strap. A bag this size, it's really nice to have a sternum strap on it. And then I use the MOLLE on the other side for the aforementioned web dominators. I use these to hold a bladder hose in place when I'm using a bladder hose. The back panel of the pack is a little bit lacking in airflow. So not my favorite feature of the bag. It is a minor gripe, but I do feel the bag does not get great airflow as designed. I think it would be nice to have maybe a little bit wider, thicker padding, which allowed for bigger channels. Or some of their other packs, like the Rucker I have, has a padded lumbar support. That lumbar support makes it a little bit more comfortable to carry the bag, but also provides some separation between your back and the back panel, allowing for a little bit better airflow. Minor gripe, you know, I'm not usually using this to work out or exercise where I'm working up a big sweat, but you know, on a hot day, it's nice to have a little bit of ventilation. Also on the back panel is the bomb-proof laptop compartment. Inside this zipper is laptop storage, so you open that up, hold this open, and you've got plenty of space in there to fit a 17-inch laptop or better. I typically use this for my iPad Pro 12.9-inch, and it fits in there handily with lots of room to spare. Inside the outside edge of that bomb-proof laptop compartment is a removable frame sheet. So there is a Velcro flap here. Inside that Velcro flap, there is a hard plastic frame sheet that helps maintain the rigidity of the bag, protects your laptop, and allows you to carry more weight comfortably because of the support it provides and distribution of weight it helps with. So the laptop compartment also has a false bottom, so it does not go all the way to the ground. That is a very important feature of a laptop compartment, and I'm glad that they paid attention to detail on that and added it. That means when you drop your laptop in here, it sits a little bit suspended above the bottom of the bag. So when you're dropping this bag on the ground and you've got your expensive tech inside the bomb-proof laptop compartment, it's not bouncing off the concrete and getting destroyed when you put your bag down. Good peace of mind, very well constructed, well designed. The only minor annoyance I have with the laptop compartment is the fact that you do have to move the straps out of the way to access it. Now you don't have to fold them all the way back and over the way I did. I did that for demonstration purposes, but you do kind of got to lift this one to start the zipper and then move that one out of the way to open this up and get inside. I would consider that a very minor nuisance, and I don't really see a better way of doing it. I like the way they did the laptop compartment. There's an extra added layer of security in this feature in that this compartment sits against your back and the zipper is against your back. No one's going to open that up and remove your laptop or anything inside that compartment without you knowing it when you're wearing the bag. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. I don't see a better way of doing it, so minor gripe at best with the straps in the way. Moving on to the sides of the bag, they are mirror images. We've got 4 rows of 2x MOLLE on both sides of the bag. Again, that MOLLE provides a little bit of versatility. If you wanted to add a water bottle holder, this would be a great place to do it. GORUCK also makes a simple pocket, which is kind of just like a dump pouch. You can MOLLE that on there, dump stuff in there for fast access. I don't usually use these, but it is nice to have in case I do want to expand the capacity or add an accessory. Okay, I want to backtrack a bit and I want to show you how I utilize the interior slash pocket, or I should say the front slash pocket. So this pocket works out great for me. Like I mentioned, there's no volume there, so if you load the bag out real fat, you can't really get anything bulky in there, but it works great for flat items. And let me show you how I use it. So if I open this slash pocket up, the first thing in there is a small size Topo design pouch. This pouch is very well made. It fits perfectly inside this pocket, so width-wise, height-wise, for the way I load it out. This is usually stuff with some personal care stuff, so I got ibuprofen in there. It's kind of like a secondary IFAC. Something I access very often, right? So it sits right in here, right on top. I can pop the corner out, open the zipper, easy access to the contents, slide it back in, and it works perfect height-wise because it sits right on top of the standard size GORUCK wire dop that I keep in there. The wire dop is a great way to store spare cables, batteries, sits nice and flat, and it fits right inside perfectly that slash pocket, almost like it's made to go in there. So I do really like the way this fits. It's nice and sturdy and rugged, and it works out perfect. I usually have a spare battery in here and a bunch of cables. I've got, you know, USB adapters. Anything tech related I have usually stays in this pouch, and it's plenty big enough to carry all my stuff. If I'm gonna hit the trail or something and I don't need that, yank it out. Don't need to carry the extra weight. Works out great for me. Okay, let's move on to the interior of the GR2. The interior features 2 compartments. There's an inner main compartment, and then there's an outer organizational compartment. Both compartments have full clamshell open, which is just an absolutely fantastic feature of this pack. So first we'll start with the outer compartment. We unzip this, open it up. We have full clamshell access to the contents of this. That is one of my favorite features of the pack. So you don't always have to open the bag full open to get at what you want, but when you do want to get at something, it's great to have that full clamshell open. Nothing's going to hide from you in this bag. Nothing's in a dark corner that you're not going to be able to find. No more half open top loaders with lots of shadowy corners that stuff disappears into. You're going to be able to open this up and find everything you need in there, and it's great for loading it out especially. So if we look at this outer compartment, we've got two large mesh pockets, both with side access. I'm going to get into the side access feature and then the top access features of these pockets in a minute. And we also have a solid top access pocket on this side with the GR2 patch on it. And then over here we have a top access field pocket built right into the pack. This has some volume to it and is expandable. It's not padded, but it's a great place to organize stuff. Okay, so let me talk for a minute about access direction on these pockets. This pocket I don't use as often. This pocket is my snack pocket. This pocket is usually markers and writing utensils I keep in there. The way the bag is designed and the access to these pockets is a genius feature in my opinion. So let me demonstrate that for you. If you'll notice again, side access on both of these, right? Top access for this. So when this pack is in my office, for instance, and I'm in the habit of closing the zippers and keeping them in the same configuration, that allows me to access the contents of those pockets without opening the entire bag. So when this is in my office, it sits against the wall on top of my file cabinet and it's in this direction. If I want to get at the interior mesh pocket, my snack pocket, I can just pop this open, grab the zipper from the inside, slide in, pull out what I need, and I'm good to go. I don't have to access the bag or open the bag full open. If there was a top zip access to that, I'd have to dig through there, find that top zip zipper, but I don't have to. It's side zip, and it allows for very convenient access without fully opening the bag. The same can be said for the top pockets, right? So I can open the bag across the top like this, and now I have access to the top zip solid pocket on this side or the field pocket on this side. So excellent feature, really, really smartly designed, great attention to detail. While we're in here, I will show you to the inside of that field pocket. So we've got a good amount of volume in that pocket and then two elastic expandable pockets, a large one and a small one that provides for some organizational opportunity. One other thing to note in here is that the zipper pulls are all color coded. So the front side has tan or coyote zipper pulls. The back side has black zipper pulls. So I'm accessing this bag maybe from the side like I showed you. I can see that tan zipper pull in there. I know that's the one I'm going for, and I'm not going to be confused by the black zipper pulls on the other side. You'll see that feature on the main interior compartment as well. So zipping that back up, we'll go into the main compartment and show you what that looks like. Inside the main compartment, you'll see we've got quite a bit more depth to this pocket. Again, this one opens full clamshell, which provides great access to everything in there. Nothing's going to hide from you. Also excellent for loading it out. So this compartment, and I'm going to get into the contents in a minute or so, but this is set up much the same as the external pocket, with the main difference being the back side of it. So we've got a very large side access mesh pocket and a slightly smaller top access mesh pocket. Again, the access is the same for both. What's great is that this mesh pocket and my stack pocket are accessible via the same side, so these are a little bit more used for me than the mesh pocket that faces the other way. Inside the main back side, we've got several rows of moly webbing at the top. You can use this to add a field pocket in here permanently. I've got some accessories. I've got a flashlight I usually keep in there, and a Leatherman. This is basically a security blanket for me. I've got a long background in maintenance and I feel naked without a tool. Underneath the molly, we've got one expandable pocket. So we got elastic on the top. This is relatively deep. I use this typically for my work laptop to and from work, but if I'm out hitting the trail, I can drop a water bladder in there, route the hose out the top through the port, or you can use this for a weight plate. So GORUCK offers weight plates if you want to do some rucking. This can accommodate a weight plate. All right, this side, so I've got some miscellaneous stuff I usually keep in here. I've got some Buchanan Field shower wipes, some other accessories I use throughout the day at work. This is another personal care area that's a little bit, this stuff's a little bit too big for my pouch that I keep in front, and I also use it a little bit less often, so that resides in there. I've got some Buchanan Budweiser solid cologne and some Body Glide in there. The stuff I pulled out that I usually keep in there, this is a GORUCK packing cube, which I've done a video on, and I use this every day. This is in my pack to and from work. I keep an extra change of clothes in there. So I work in manufacturing, and if it's a dirty day at the plant, I've got a spare change of clothes if I don't want to finish the day out filthy or get in my truck at the end of the day. That sits right on the bottom. On top of that, I've always got a brick bag. So I've got a couple of these GORUCK brick bags. Folds up nice and flat when it's not in use. I can use that for the aforementioned dirty clothes. That way they don't contaminate the rest of the bag. Or if I need extra gear, extra space, I can load it up into that brick bag. It's very versatile. The only other thing that typically resides in there is my water bottle. I like to keep that inside as opposed to on the outside with a water bottle holder. I like to maintain a narrower profile, and less bulk is better, at least for me. One more thing to note in this area is the continuation of the color-coded zipper pulls into the main compartment. So this side of this compartment has wolf gray or steel or basically gray zipper pulls. Again, maintaining that visual cue that you're in this pouch as opposed to the other is, again, a great feature. So that's about it for the GR2. I'll sum up what I like and what I don't like about this pack. Let's start with the likes. First is the construction. This thing is bulletproof. It's built to last a lifetime. The construction is top notch. Second, I like the material. The 510D, the 500D core, excuse me, is a fantastic material. It has a great broken-in feel to it right out of the box and keeps the bulk a little bit lower on this bag, which is very large to begin with. Number 3, I like the grab handle. One of my favorite grab handles on a bag. 4 is the straps. Just fantastic set of straps on this thing. Number 5 is the attention to detail that went into making this bag, whether it's the side access zippers, top access for the top pouches, the full clamshell open, the false bottom on the laptop compartment. The attention to detail that went into designing and building this bag is obvious throughout. 6 would be the capacity of this bag. It's very large. You can get a lot of stuff in there. I really like having the option to load this bag out if necessary. While I don't always have it loaded, I like having the option. Number 7, last but not least, I love the fact that this bag is made in America. As someone that personally works in American manufacturing, I can appreciate a quality American-made product, and that's exactly what we have here. Moving on to the dislikes. Couple minor gripes here, no deal breakers, but just a couple things I'll mention. One is the fact that you have to move the straps, as I mentioned, to access the laptop compartment. Not great, but again, I don't see how to do it a better way. Overall, I'm happy with the design. 2, I do wish the pack came with a sternum strap. A bag this size really benefits from having a sternum strap. And lastly, I would say the airflow on the back of the pack is relatively minimal. All very minor complaints. The likes far outweigh the dislikes on this bag, and I would feel comfortable recommending it to anybody. Money well spent. This bag is going to last a lifetime. It's very comfortable to carry, great capacity, just an overall great bag. As I mentioned earlier, I do use this fairly massive bag for everyday carry. So I didn't intentionally or initially purchase it for everyday carry. I bought it as a single bag travel bag, but I did decide to move into it and try it out for a bit, and it's stuck. So typically I don't have this thing loaded out all the way. It is pretty massive. I'm fairly large though, and I think it's sized properly for me. It doesn't look overly big. If you're a smaller frame person, you might not want to get the 40 liter. You might want to consider the 32 liter or the 26 liter, I believe they are. I, however, love having the option of the increased capacity, or I should say the versatility that the increased capacity of this bag provides. If I do have some extra gear at work, or I want to stuff it out for maybe a 2-day weekend, I don't have to take everything out of this bag, put it in a different bag. I've already got it in there, and I've got the capacity if I need it. Otherwise, I don't have to have it fully loaded out, and it works just as well. Okay, just for comparison purposes, I'm going to throw this pack on. You can see what it looks like on someone that's 5'11" and weighs about 215 pounds. All right, as you can see, it doesn't look overly large on me. It looks like doesn't look like a small pack, but it fits nicely. Very comfortable to wear. Great bag. That's it for the GORUCK 40 liter GR2. If you found this video useful at all, please smash that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.